Hello everyone, hope you're all doing great. So I am Saranya and in this video we are going to learn about the case statement. So I'll try to explain it with lots of examples and also give you some practice questions. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have the database called author. Inside that we have lots of different tables and we are going to work on that. So if you're someone new to this channel, I have the code to create the tables in the Google Docs link that is provided in the description box. So you copy paste the link and you click on run. You will be able to create all of these databases and the tables. Okay. In these databases, whichever we are using the author database. Okay. Because the tables that we are going to run are inside the author database. So click on use author. So now you will enter into this database. There is a table called as department table. Okay, so now in the department table, let's say if somebody comes to you and tell you, can you give the extract of department table? Then what you will do, you will run this and there is an option to export, right? So you see this, right? Export records to an external file. You click on that and if you want CSV or Excel, whatever you want, you will click on that and click on save. But now let's say instead of this department table extract, they are asking you to give one more column also. That column name is location underscore code. It should have these details. If the location is Bangalore, then give the code as B01. If it is Delhi, give it as D02. If it is Chennai, C03, Hyderabad, H04, and for the remaining, it should give it as others. So what you will do, you will run this code, you will export everything. Again, you will open the Excel. In that Excel, you create the column, manually filter out Bangalore, Delhi, Chennai, Hyderabad, and all of that you have to do. Instead of that, in SQL, we have something called as the case statements. So what this case statement will do, you have this if-else conditions, right? In Python, in the same way, in SQL also, we have the case statements. So this will let you to add one column. This column is not a permanent column, like not like creating table when you create columns, right? It's not like that. It is just for you to view the output. That's it. If you rerun the code, that column will be gone. Okay. So it is just for you to temporarily see that column for performing any kind of analysis. Okay, so let's see how that works. Okay, so now what I will do in this department table, I will add one more column called as location underscore code. So select star. After that, I'll put the case statement. In the case statement, what I will do, first I will say that if the location is Bangalore, then give us B01. So the syntax is that when location equal to Bengaluru, then it is B01. Okay, so now what it will do, it will go to the location column, check for this particular condition. If it is matching, then it will give us B01. Okay, so when the location equals to Delhi, then we have to give D02. Okay, again, whenever the location equals to Chennai, then give it as C03. Okay, again, whenever the location equals to Hyderabad, then give it as H04. Okay, so these are the four conditions I want. And if this is not matching, else give it as others. Okay, end. Since you started the case statement, you will give the end keyword. Okay, so these four conditions we are giving. If it is not matching, like let's say you have Pune and Mumbai, right? If it is not matching, there you should have others. End as. So if you do not give this as keyword and write the alias name, this entire thing will come as your column name. Okay, that is why we are giving an alias saying that location underscore code. Okay, from which table? Department table. Okay, so now if I run this, what will happen? Now I will see that department ID, department name, location. After this, I'm getting something called as location underscore code, which is this column. Inside this, if the condition is Bangalore, the location is Bangalore, then I'm seeing B01, which is this one. If it is Delhi, I'm seeing D02. If you see here, D02. For Chennai, I'm seeing C03. For Chennai, C03. And for others like your Mumbai and Pune, it is showing as others. Okay, so this is your case statement. So if you run your select star from department, it will be like this only. We are just trying to query the output. In that output query, you're trying to just add one column. Okay, this column will not be added permanently. It is just for you to query. In that query, you're just trying to add one column so that you can extract it easily. That's it. Okay, so this is your case statement. So this is first use case. Let's say you have one more thing. Okay, you have a table called as books table. Okay, this is the books table where you have the book ID, title, author ID. Okay, so now what we are telling, wherever the title has the words Harry Potter, for that you have to give it as Harry Potter. If the title is like Fear is the Key, Where Eagles Dare, and all of that, we just need others. Okay, so what we have to use here, if you remember the wildcard operators, we have discussed something called as pattern matching operator. You have to use that pattern matching operator along with the case statement to get this out. Okay, so now let's write the select statement. If you want all the columns, put star, or if you just want one particular column, just give that column name like this. Okay, so now let's say I want all the columns, so I'll give a star here. Now you write the case keyword and write whenever the title. So instead of equal to, we are writing like, because we are trying to match the pattern. So now what you will do, put the quotes inside that. I will write Harry space Potter. Okay. So whenever the title is like Harry Potter, which means it contains this full word Harry Potter, then you should give it as Harry Potter. Okay. Else, just give it as others. That's all. End. So now what we are doing, whenever the title is like Harry Potter, then you give the Harry Potter, else you give others. End as, what we have to end this column as, book underscore category. So end as book underscore category. From which table? From the books table. Okay. So if we run, what will happen? Now you can see wherever we have Harry Potter word in that particular title, those will be given as Harry Potter in the book category. The others will be given as others. Okay, so this is one thing where you will use the pattern matching operator. Then you have something like this. Okay, where let's say in this my EMP table, we have different type of columns, right? The employee ID, first name, last name, email address, hire date, job ID, salary, commission percentage, manager ID, department ID. So now what we are telling, if the salary bracket is 0 to 8,000, which means in this particular salary column, if the salary is between 0 to 8,000, give it as lower salary. If it is 8,000 to 10,000, give it as mid range. If it is above 10,000, give it as higher range. Okay, so this is one thing. And also, if the department ID is 10, give it as IT. If it is 20, give it as HR. If it is 30, give it as admin. 40 for marketing. For others, you have to, for others, we are giving others. Okay, so this is like two case statements we have to write, because we are asking to create salary underscore bracket column, department underscore ID column. So for this, we'll name as department name. Okay, so write the select keyword, give the star, then put the comma. So case when salary between 0 and 8,000, then lower salary. Okay, then when salary between 8,000 and 10,000, then you should mention it as mid range. Okay, and one more thing, when salary between, not between, wherever it is above, so salary greater than 10,000, then you have to make it as higher range. Okay, so end this as, okay, for others also you have to give, but I'm not giving anything for others because almost all the numbers are covered, right? Salary cannot be negative. So 0 to 8,000, then 10,000, then above 10,000, all the ranges are covered. So I don't need any else keyword. So I'll just skip that keyword. Okay, so end as, what I will put here, salary underscore bracket. Okay, then after this, I'll give a comma and again write one more case statement. Case when, what is the case statement you have to write? These are the department names that you have to give. Okay, so case when department underscore ID equals to 10, then you give it as IT. Okay, when department underscore ID equals to 20, then give it as HR. When department underscore ID equals to 30, then give it as admin. When department underscore ID equals to 40, then give it as marketing. Okay, now you have to give else others. Okay, and this has what column? Department underscore name column. From which table? My EMP table. Okay, so I'll remove this one now. And if I just run this, the select statement, entire statement, if I run, now I will get all the records from the my EMP table, and also it will check the salary column first. So salary till 8,000, whatever the salaries are less than 8,000, it will give lower underscore range. Then above 8,000, it will give it as mid range till 10,000. If it is above 10,000, then it will give us higher range. And also coming to department ID, what it will be checking? First, it will check for department number 10. So department 10 is given IT. Then department 20 should be HR. So this one. 30 is admin. Then 40 is marketing. Above that, whatever we have, everything should be given as others. So this is how you will put two columns. Okay. So now comes the tricky part. Okay. So lot of times, if they want to trick you, this is how they will ask the questions. So now we have the books table that we have seen before. So now I want to count how many Harry Potter books are present. Okay, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So how do you count this one? Then what you have to do, write the select statement, give the star and write the case statement. Okay, so case, whenever the title like, okay, so it should have the word Harry Potter. So percentage, then give it as 1, else give it as 0. End as, you have to write some column name, right? So book underscore category. Okay, from which table? Books table. So what I'm doing, if the book has the title has the word Harry Potter, then I'll give as 1, else I'll give as 0. So now what will happen if you run this? Now you can see that wherever the book category is Harry Potter, you will give it as 1. So if I just try to sum this column, okay, so what is the sum of this column? 1, 2, 3, 4, which means I have 4 Harry Potter books. So these type of examples also we'll be seeing in the next when we talk about the practice questions. Okay, right? So I'll try to create some practice questions in the case statements because these are very, very important topics. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for this video. In the next video, we'll see how to solve problems regarding this case statements. Thanks for watching. Bye.